My fellow swords, today, just like I said in Sonic Speed, the half a year mark of the game's lifespan is now upon us. It's really now upon us. So that means it's time for us to go back and check out all 42 time trials. And like in Sonic Speed, we see now, well, obviously this is like right before wave 2 drops. Right now we finally have wave 1 completed. Minecraft, Bikini Bottom, and Pac-Man right before wave 2 drops. So I think in the year version we should have all the tracks unlocked. And in the Sonic Speed time trials, we saw a lot of new combinations, being the version 1.3 update, bringing both ring engines, and that being a widely popular build. So I wouldn't even be surprised if we saw them in the Super Sonic Speed versions as well. And before we begin, I just wanted to say thank you for the continued support on these time trial videos. These take literally a lot of me to make, and they're really long to package all in together. So thank you for the continued support. So without further ado, let's start with E Stadium. I have the 1 month versions pulled up, and last time it was a 151.9 by Expanso, and lo and behold, he pops out yet again with 149.8, the only one with sub 150. Last time he was running Sonic, now he's running Shadow. Obviously, yep, ring engine. I am not surprised, just like in the common build we saw in Sonic Speed, and I'll probably go over the build as we go on. So if you were unfamiliar or didn't see the Sonic Speed time trial video, ring engine is a very, very powerful gadget. Also very technical as well. Let's talk about level 1 version first. Okay, let's talk about the level 1 version first. Ring engine level 1 gives you plus 12 to all stats as long as you have a single ring, one ring or more. So plus 12 to all stats combined with hyper ring engine. Oh, he's taking the low route this time. Well, that's interesting actually. He took the low route. He did not go for the top route, which obviously the top route has more airtime. So obviously airtime equals bad when it comes to being fast. And with Offer Bounty, he instantly gained the rings from the start of the time trial. Instantly using the unit again. Yep, indeed he is. Makes sense. So let's talk about Hyper Ring Engine. Hyper Ring Engine is a perk that allows, let's say you have, right now Expanso has 100 rings. He gets what, 100, basically 100 stats. So the number of rings you have will correlate to the stats you will be given. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Obviously I could be wrong, like, don't quote me on that. But when you stack both ring engines together, your stats go up way, way high. And combine that with a handling card, your max handling and basically all stats to combine into one is pretty good. So it is exceptionally well in these time trials. He's gonna be fancy with this one. Indeed he is. Indeed he is. Okay, no, okay, never mind. He's not. Okay, not as fancy as I thought. Level 2, yup. Insane turn. Instantly uses the boost early because it not only lasts both. It lasts before the cut, in the cut, and after the cut to hit the dash panels. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about that real quick. The fact that he saved what? How many seconds? Basically 2, because the last time it was literally the 1 month version was 151.9, and now it's 151.9. Now it's 149.8. Saving off 2 seconds. You know what he did? Obviously, it was thanks to Hyper Ring Engine and both ring engines. Second, I couldn't tell if last time he went on the bottom route on the first lap. Maybe he didn't. Actually, no, because an off-road bounty, you get that rings instantaneously, so he wouldn't have a reason to get off-road or the low route. Maybe it's just ring engine saving out 2 seconds. That is insane, but nonetheless, once again, pretty good by Expanso. Up next is Rainbow Garden. Last time, the 1 month version was 158.5 by Expanso. It is now by alright. Meow Ken's Meow. Alright, bro. With 156.5. That's saving off what? 3 seconds? Okay. Pretty good. I saw morph action. Well, I should compare the builds as well. We should do that as well. So last time it was a drift charge kit, level 2 starting bounty and morph action. It is now, they ditched the drift charge kit for both ring engines. That's literally the only thing that changes. They ditched the drift kit for both ring engines, which is probably better in the long run. Obviously, it's ring engine. Ring engine is ridiculous. Does ring engine really save off 3 seconds? What? That's insane. Okay, get this cut really, really fancy in a fancy way. You saw how they level 2'd off the first jump, and then they released it to launch their jump. Level 2 after that to gain even more speed. And then boost opportunities. Okay. Morph action. If you don't know what morph action bounty does, every time you're in the boat / water, you gain 4 rings every time you release a jump / trick / jump / drift boost in air and water. Okay, does the same trick again. And obviously with the minecart, I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, has the best speed to boost ratio out of every handling car. Goes for the super pickup. Makes no sense. You want Hyper Ring Engine to always be in a high ring range, because you get the most benefited stats from it. Yep. Okay, it's slightly later than I expected, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter. Level 2 again, and either they will level 1 or they canceled as 1 and 2. But no, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Showing how strong Hyper Ring Engine is crazy. Yeah, it's insane. But pretty good by, I'm gonna say Ken's. I'm not gonna say the other one. Pretty good. Up next is Water Palace. The 1 month version was a 213.8, and I clicked the wrong button. Mike Sponso again holding his record. 210. Give me 1 second. Yeah, 213.8, 210.6. He's the only one. Okay, Expanso was the only one with sub 211. Handling car, double ring engine, makes sense. With Shadow. Did he have a... Was that top 2? Was that top 2 nameplate? Actually, no, it could have... Actually, I'm not sure. Last time he was running... Counter Drift. Doing Counter Drift, level 2, starting bounty, and ring game boost. This time, it is starting bounty, air trick bounty, level 2, and obviously double ring engine. So I guess we now have air trick bounty instead of ring game boost. Probably because, probably to make it for this section, right? Yeah. What a turn! That's not. What, bro? What do we even call that? Sharp turn. Yep. And barely gets the 10. This is a launch straight away. It makes no sense. He's stuffing at level 2s here. Gets a level 3 out because on the slight turn at the end. Make sure you always is he going for he did not go for the ring line that time, which makes the most sense. He chose the faster line than getting rings, because obviously getting rings is important for Hyper Ring Engine, and because both ring engines stack. Look at your ring gauge. It depletes immensely fast. Immensely fast. He's not gonna. Okay, he does jump. He does jump. He does jump. He boosts early because boost lasts a long time compared to a normal mushroom in Mario Kart. Free dash pad. Yep. Okay, now his hyper ring engine is in the 80 to 90 range, which is pretty good. Now it's in the 90 to 100 range. Huh? I'm starting to see why he picked Air Trick Bounty now. Bro, that I'm not gonna comment about that jump. I just looked insane. That's sharp turn again. Make sure you do not go for the super pickup because that is far beyond someone's reach. And then boom. Pretty solid, pretty good run by Expanso. Bro, the giant. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. I'm not sure how you get that consistently, but he jumps in the air at the weird angle, right? And then he just flips towards the front, back to the front again. I don't know. I forgot how you do that, but you can do that. You just can for some reason. I forgot how, but you can. I mean, he knows better than me, so pretty good by Expanso holding his record on Water Palace even after 5 months. Pretty good. Up next is Metal Harbor. Last time on the 1 month version, it was a 212.7. It is now 209.5 by Expanso again, holding his record on Metal Harbor as well. Yeah, Minecraft I did expect to see. Are we gonna see Minecraft for all these time shots? I wouldn't be surprised too much. Last time the 1 month version build was Drift Charge Kit, level 2 starting bounty, and morph action. We ditched everything pretty much besides level 2 for double ring engine and perfect charge bounty instead of morph action. I think I know why. Because of double ring engine depleting so fast, you need something to compensate throughout the entire track, and obviously morph action bounty is not going to compensate for that. Okay, snap drift there. I was supposed to see snap drifted in that weird angle instead of just holding the entire drift. Like, if that makes any sense. Yeah, he's stuffing at level 2s here, level 3, yup. Makes sense. Touches the level 2 part instead of the blue part, the blue dot. He's now in the 80 to 90 range, pretty good. Quickly approaching the 100 to 90 range, which is pretty good for Hyper Ring Engine. Clean line to the shortcut. Makes sense. Okay, there we go. That's what I was expecting at first. That's the sponsor we know. Okay, nice and 100 to 90 range again. Again, when you reach that 100 mark, even if you're touching it for a second, it still increases your speed by, obviously, I think it's, I'm not sure in supersonic speed terms, but it still increases your speed even if you touch that 100 ring mark. So it increases speed even so slightly, ever so slightly. See how he does his clean cut. I think he uses the boost here to like quickly accelerate and double stack his speed. Clean snap drift. Then drives on home pretty standardly. Did you notice how he stayed upon speed personified? If you pay close attention to these time trials, a common pattern they usually do is they charge a drift on the dash pads at the end. that is crucial for keeping your speed stack. So instead of just holding forward and just letting it in ride, they charge up a drift boost, release it, they get a better speed stack. Something to keep note of in not only time trials but also online games. But pretty good by Xponto, holding his record even 5 months later. Sand Road is up next. The 1 month version was a whopping 159.4, barely reaching sub 2 minute. Now it is 156.9. Wow. Okay, the only one with sub 157 by Tyke, just Tyke, flexing his okay, and running minecart with double ring engine. Last time it was counter drift. Wait, let me see the build, because it probably is the same thing, just with ring engine. It is the same thing. Yeah, it's the same thing, but just with ring engine. Because last time it was counter drift, replacing ring engine. Now it's just ring engine, because ring engine is ridiculous. You know. He, as we saw in the beginning, he instantly got the boost and instantly went off road to instantly get rings to charge up hyper ring engine. Makes the most sense, as we saw in the Sonic Speed time trials as well. So both times we see, what's it called? Both time trials starting as they take off-road instantaneous, which makes no sense because you need rings. You need rings to charge up hyper ring engine instantaneously. Okay, you have 65. Goes to the boost here, makes sense. He's gonna take the off-road here, or is he gonna take it on the next turn? Remember, it's Super Sonic Speed, not Sonic Speed this time. And he's gonna, okay, yep, he takes it on this turn, makes sense. Very clean driving. Takes the inside line instead of the ring line. He's running, he's running out of rings fast. Yep, there's a 10, makes sense. Inside line. Okay. Remember, the top path into drop-off bottom path is faster than just taking the bottom path. Okay, he's gonna hold it. Indeed, he does, to give a burst of speed when he exits the transformation portal. So the super pickup. Let's see, he takes his line. He uses it super early. I mean, he can afford to, because the King boost is the fastest and longest duration boost out of all of them. Pretty good. Lines are very clean. Barely scraping the 157 mark. Pretty good by just like Colorful Mall is up next. The 1 month version was a 150.4 by Xponto, and now look, lo and behold, it's 157.8 by Xponto. Running minecart with, what's it called? How did I forget the name already? Perfect Charge Bounty and level 2 and Hyper Engine. Yeah. Okay. Last time it was the drift kit. Again. So basically the same strategy we see on this map, just like how in Metal Harbor. You need rings throughout the entire track. So, because before Hyper Ring Engine didn't exist, so you can just get rings, get 100, and then dip. Now you need to keep rings as long as like much as possible because of Hyper Ring Engines depleting your rings so fast. Level 2s, yeah, makes sense. 2 again, yep. 3 here, yucky, yes it does. Ooh, okay. A different line than I was expecting. Like the Sonic Speed time trial, we saw they Sarais swerve to the left and then could swerve to the right, but Swanso took a different line and still managed to swerve to the right as well. Let's boost here. Space. What is the super pickup again? Dude, how do I always forget what the super pickup is? Okay. Oof. Shot return. Nice in the 100 to 90 range. You have double boost stack. When you hold the boost on the ramp, you can then, once it releases, you instantly get not only your level 2 trick, but your level 3 drift as well. And then, yep, use the dash pads to also get boost stacking, and then boom. Speed stacking, speed stacking. Pretty solid run by Swanso. Again, clean lines. Taking using the most out of Hyper Ring engines, and utilizing Perfect Charge Bounty to charge these Hyper Ring engine, and obviously make use of it. Pretty good by Swanso. Holding his record on Colorful Mall even after 5 months. Next is Mystic Jungle. The 1 month version was a 157.8. It has decreased by literally 3 seconds. By Swanso again, holding his record, just like the 1 month version. On the minecart with the same build as Colorful Mall and Metal Harbor. I mean, I used a nickname in the Sonic Speed Time Trials. It was Time Trials Starter Pack version 2. 2.0. I might as well just use it again, right? Why not? Same strategy as we see in Colorful Mall and Metal Harbor, so I don't think I need to repeat it. Again, especially on this map. This map has very scarce rings when you don't take inside lines. So like, you need to sacrifice your lines to go. You need to go out of your way to get the rings if you want. Wait, no. You need to sacrifice your lines to get the rings. So obviously, him compensating with Perfect Charge Bounty, he doesn't need to do that. You can just get rings while taking good lines as well. Good night in the 70 to 80 range. Pretty good for Hyper Ring Engine. Take a sharp turn. Yep. Did you notice? Okay. To the common eye, you wouldn't see it, but he released, so off the ramp, he instantly released his drift boost into another air charge, because you can charge your boost your drift boost while you're in the air. So to the common eye, you wouldn't see that. Look, he's gonna do it again. Look. Release boost before the ramp, charge another one, and gets another level 2 out. Level 2, yep, and then level 1, but again, pretty solid driving. That's a common pattern we see. A common pattern we see on that ramp is on Colorful Mall, Metal Harbor. Literally any track with a ramp like that is it's so small yet so big of a game changer in your races and while doing time trials, because you can just release a drift boost while you're doing nothing in the air. You can get another drift boost out. So why not do that? So that's something to keep note of in your races. Again, pretty good by Swanso, keeping his record 5 months later. Up next is Apotos. The 1 month record was 154.9. 5 months later, it is 152.2 by the, I'm pronouncing this wrong, Damien Star? Yeah, I think Damien Star. Running Sonic with 152.2. Double ring engine. Are we gonna see ring engine the entire video? Because at least Sonic Speed had sprinkled of mixtured builds, right? So let's see. The build last time was the Drift Charge Kit, level 2, starting bounty, and off-road. So we added Rain Game Boost and this level 2. Interesting. That's an interesting line. He take that. Ooh, that was a great exit. That was quite literally a perfect exit from Damien. Drive straight isn't strafe at all. That's interesting, actually. Huh? No strafes. Maybe going straight is faster. In supersonic speed, it's funny. We still have supersonic speed on, which is ridiculous. I don't know why we don't. It's another excellent line. That's pretty good. Ring game boost. Remember, ring game boost and offer bounty do work together. Like they actually do. Like they actually work. It actually works. Like pay attention. But does it work on time, Charles? Will it show? Okay, it does. You see how both? You see how both offer bounty and ring game boost light up at the same time? That means it does work together at the same time. So he's going even faster when he's off-road. Okay, another excellent line. Ooh, the maximum limit of that boost he was in the off-road for. Pretty good. And then boom. I'm surprised there was no strafes. That's my like kind of concern. Not concern, but like, is it faster just to go straight on Apotos? Like, who cares, right? Who cares? Just drive straight. But pretty good by Damien. And this time we see, that's interesting. That's interesting, actually. Again, excellent exiting out of the transformation portal, taking the craziest line on the final cut. But pretty good nonetheless. Up next is Wonder Museum. Last time it was 215.1 by Exponso, and lo and behold, he's back. Lo and behold. Let's see. Wait a minute. Okay. Running minecart on Hyper Ring Engine, Perfect Charge Bounty, and level 2. Shaving up how many seconds did this shit? Like 2 seconds? I didn't quite. I know it was 212, but I didn't quite look at the milliseconds. Okay. Again, just like the same strategy in Mystic Jungle, etc., etc., etc. He's doing the same strategy, which rings on this map are kind of scarce when you don't go out of your way for them. So Perfect Charge Bounty is there to compensate. Yup. Again, minecart is really used for its handling as well. Like, not just for its like speed and boost, but for its handling as well. Because people use a handling car as well. You're going at such speeds that like you need to turn as exceptionally well. So when you use minecart, aka a handling car, you can't do that. Like obviously on like maybe a speed car, the handling isn't as good as the right? Duh. Okay, nice at the 100 to 90 range, pretty good for a high ring engine. Takes a cut again. Ooh, that was very sharp. Boost makes sense. He's gonna use it on this left 3 cut because you can get another boost on the airplane. Wait, he didn't use it? I mean, maybe because the dinosaur lifted his head, he didn't need to. Well, so what is he use the boost? Let's see. Sharp left turn, yup. He's going for the super pickup. He does. Okay. Pretty good timing and awareness. Yep, he's the boost here. Okay. I know what he does. He uses, okay, he's gonna be like right here. Yep. And then because he's going at literally at max speed. Like he is touching that speed limit.
Speed personified.
Because he used his king boost at the exact duration at when it was about to end. So like he started it, and then he knows when the ending is about to end, so he gets the max benefit of the super pickup boost. So pretty good by Exponto, maximizing every little inch of that ending. Pretty good. That's pretty good. Pretty good self-awareness. Pretty good use of the king boost. Up next is Crystal Mine, a track I was blown away in these Sonic speeds. Will I be blown away again? Oh. Okay. By Tsuki, or Tsuki running Creeper. Wait, I didn't see it. It was 154.0, I think, and last time was 157.1. So that's like what, a whole 3 seconds off from the 1 month version. Pretty good. Let's see what Tsuki has to offer. Okay, Project Bounty level 2 and Ring Engine. Is he gonna? Okay, that's a good jump. Pretty good glacier jump. Creeper. Should I put that on the thumbnail? Okay, that was okay. That all happened in such fast succession. He like used a level 3, used a level 2, instantly used a level 1. So it was like, I think so. It was so fast I don't even remember it. Okay. Goes left to go right, makes sense. Where did he? Bro, desync is so bad. It didn't even look like he had a boost in his hand. Bro, how's the desync better here than it is in Sonic Speed when it's slower? Okay, you have to have the double boost. Yup, gonna take the bulldozer cut pretty smoothly. Dude, it's these combinations of drifts are so fast. It's like if you're not paying attention, you'll miss it instantaneously. Okay, he barely fell. That is crazy. The tiniest bit of optimization is pretty good. Okay, that's a lot of boost stacking. That makes sense. Goes left to go right. Whoa, that's a weird line actually. No, that was a strange line he took. I mean, maybe he did that to better align himself, because obviously, since it's supersonic speed, you're going twice as fast. Because you're going twice as fast, it might be harder to align yourself, even with a handling car. So maybe going left to go right is better in that situation. But Tsuki using Creeper. Creeper. So we saw, it was funny. We saw II on Crystal Mine on Sonic Speed. And now we're seeing Creeper on Sonic Speed, Supersonic Speed, on Crystal. Like, that's insane. But pretty good by Tsuki on Crystal Mine with his world record. Pretty good. Up next is Ocean View. I forgot to mention on Crystal Mine, the old build was Drift Charge Kit, Morph Action Bounty, Starting, and level 2. But anyway, we move on to Ocean View by Nichols with 153.3. Okay. Solid. Let me see the old time. It was 155.8. Shaving off more than 2 seconds, actually. More than 2 seconds. Oh, give me 1 second. Okay. Silver vehicle. Not the minecart. Interesting, actually. Interesting. Last time it was counter drift, starting bounty, ring game boost, and level 2 charge. Ringing was level 1, by the way, not 2. Okay. Pretty calm lines so far. And same with this build. What should we call this? Time trial starter pack number 2, version 2. This build is very common so far, and I'm pretty sure it's for maps that don't have rings off rip. So like you have to go out of your ring, you have to go out of your way to get the rings in the first place, and there's no offer at the start, like a major offer section at the start, so you don't need offer bounty for it. So obviously perfect charge bounty is there to obviously compensate. That's at the approach. Okay, nice. At the 70 to 80 range now. Now in the 100 to 90 range. Good. But that's literally what you want to do. The sweet spot is literally the 100 to 90 range. Yep, calmly. Yep. I mean, these are very calm lines from what I'm seeing. Okay. Yep. Just the off-road into the blue dash pad, which is pretty normal. You saw how they launched off the ramp with that tiny level 1 drift. I noticed. You're gonna take top or bottom path. Okay, top path. Okay. I mean, that was crazy. That was pretty smooth. You saw how they landed perfectly onto the grass. They didn't bump into the wall on purpose, so they don't like lose that tiny extra speed. They also min-maxed the drift stacking on the final dash pads at the end. Pretty good. Pretty solid run. Again, the tiny min-maxing on the ramp. Pretty good optimization. That's something you wouldn't know. That like it's so small. Yeah, it could matter in terms of getting like that small extra boost in your time trials or your time. But pretty good by Nichols. Pretty good by Nichols. Up next is Pumpkin Mansion. The 1 month time trial was 210.6 by Expanso. It is now 208.5 by Expanso. Okay. Last time it was Counter Drift, level 2, and Perfect Charge Bounty. And now it is the Time Trial Starter Pack version 2. Okay. With my card. Alright, let's see it. Yep, this is again. The rings on this map are more spread out. I mean, it's also scarce. It's also scarce. Yeah, I don't think I need to repeat the same reason for the build again and again. You can see the giant off-road section right here. Yep, indeed. Okay, is he gonna take the cut here too? Let's see. I mean, I would assume so because he has Perfect Charge Bounty. He does. Yup. Okay. Ooh, very, very close. Min-maxes the boost to barely end off the off-road. Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. Pretty standard driving right here. Doesn't take the bridge. Maybe because he went a little more leaning towards the right side of the wall. So we'll see if he's gonna do it again. Indeed, that tiny bit of off-road he min-maxes. See what he does on the final lap. Holy decent, bro. So it's back to normal section. Okay, is in 100 to 90 range. Okay, this time touches the bridge, obviously, because the super pickup is on the bridge part. Or not, yeah, the invisible bridge right here. And remember, with the super pickup, you can afford to go across the grass the entire duration. You don't have to like stop. Ready? Watch this. Ready? Bump into the wall or the gravestone. I'm not sure that was desync or an accident. But yeah, he did again. With the super pickup, you can afford to go the entire duration of that off-road section. Because he also has a handling car, you can drift super inward to the left and still keep your alignment. Because there are times where you just fly off to the right side and you just like lose complete control. Because like it's like a tiny hill, and then the hill like launches you up in the air, which like launches you to the right side. That's like why that happens. But Sponso, pretty sure he like used his brakes, or not brakes, but like let go of the acceleration button, and then obviously with the handling car with insane turning, stayed on the course, managed to take the off-road successfully. Pretty good advice, Sponso. Let's jump into the next one. Urban Canyon. What's up next? Last time it was a 207.8. That's huge, actually. So Expanso defending his record, being the only one with sub 205 with 204.2. Wait, what the heck? It's like a whole second difference. Okay. Okay, all right. Running the time shadow star pack number 2 makes sense. Last time it was counter drift, level 2, and perfect charge bounty. A whole second difference from second place. Did I just say that twice? Level 3 to remember. Use those very early. Okay. Remember, I don't have to keep explaining it because when you charge a drift on a automated ramp, it then releases, and then when you land, you get the drift boost benefit and the trick boost benefit. So it's like better to always do that on a ramp, no matter what, on an automated ramp. Okay. Drift super inward because he's a handling car. You can afford to do that. Perfect line to align himself with the off-road. Okay. And then Washington's gonna do it again. Yep. Make sure you always drift on this part because you can then land with a level 3. Drift super inward on the dash panels. Yep. Drift super inward again. Ooh, that was a smooth turn. Very smooth turn. Is there another boost on this? I mean, it should be on the right side. Yeah, right there it is. He's gonna do the same type of trick again. Yup, align himself with the off-road. You have to take it. Okay. Let's see how he does these snap drifts. Crazy. That's insane. Perfect execution. Like he landed and he instantly snap drifted to lose literally no time. You know how much like practice that takes to do. They use the supers at the end. Bada bing, bada bam.
Speed personified.
I'm not sure what he did to min-max the second, like a second off from second place. Maybe it was the good lines at the end. Maybe it was the snap drift. Maybe it was all together. Just in total, he just barely min-maxed at each lap, and it saved a second. But pretty good by Expanso, holding his record. Market Street. So next. Last time, the 1 month version was a 145.7 by Expanso twice. So. Okay. Minecart. Can I press play, please? Thank you. The build last time was Counter Drift, Off-Road Bounty, starting, and level 2. I think it was the same thing, just with Hyper Ring engines, or the ring engines. Yes, yes, same thing. Okay. First, you use starting bounty to get that quick burst of speed, which makes the most sense. Obviously, use the off-road bounty because I think, in this sense, I think in this sense, you use starting bounty because when you use the boost on the off-road bounty, with the off-road bounty, you then, because look, now he's back to 35. So if he didn't have starting bounty, he'd be at he would literally be at 0 right now. He'd be literally at 0. So him using starting bounty really does compensate for the rings he does lack on this track. And because the off-road is like does tie in with the shortcut, why not just stack off-road bounty on it as well, not instead of just perfect track bounty. It doesn't go for the super pickup because it's not worth it. It's too out of reach compared to the. It's too out of reach compared to the ending cut. Like you don't get your you do not get your distance back if you go for that super pickup. So it's not even worth going for. Pretty smooth lines on Market Street. Pretty smooth. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Bada bing, bada bing. Pretty solid.
Speed personified.
Pretty solid ending. Pretty solid stuff on Market Street. Again, Market Street being a more of like especially the end, with the rooftop section, being a really flow state type ending is it's really nice to see. It's really nice to see. But pretty good back Sponso on Market Street. Pretty good. Up next is Coral Town. Last time it was a 134.8. Let's see what it is now. Sponso again. All right. Okay. Next Sponso. When you said, "Let me lock in before this video drops," you weren't kidding, huh? You weren't kidding. You were not kidding, huh? But all right. 152. Wait a minute. Both Sponso and Sneaky with 132s. That's insane. Okay. All right. Running minecart yet again. Hold on. Sneaky on Blaze. That's something you never see. The last build was Counter Drift, starting bounty, off-road, and level 2. I saw obviously the double ring engine is common. Okay. The starting. No. Time trial starter pack rating team. Gets the boost, makes sense. Takes the cut perfectly. He took it and it. Whoa. Oh, whoa. Okay, whoa. Alright. Whoa. So he took that cut and a literal perfect 45-degree angle. Like quite literally. I'm not even kidding. And then he instantly snap drifted the second he landed to like instantly keep his lines together. He gets a 10 with the bubbles. Crazy sharp drifting. Okay, not as good of an angle that time, but you know, it's good enough. Okay, he's up level 3 there. Straight for level 2s to keep his ring count and obviously his speed. Where is this ring? This last. I keep forgetting how this works on Coral Town. Perfect angle, pretty good. Okay, that was a good angle. Oh, there it is. Okay, it just stayed in there. Up. He knows exactly. He knows how the ring portal to off-road section works quite well. Perfect execution. Perfect execution on the ring portal to off-road. Just like in the Sonic Speed Time Trials, the perfect execution from the ring portal to the off-road is something crucial if you really want to min-max your time save. Because like I said in Sonic Speed, the guy who doesn't take the ring portal and takes off-road, and the guy who does take the ring portal into the off-road is going to be faster than you if you don't take the ring portal. So even min-maxing that ring portal section is going to save you time and maybe win you those games in real-life matches. So again, pretty good by Xponto, holding his record on Proton. Up next is Blizzard Valley. Of course, I do enjoy. The last time it was 1 month version was 212.7. It is now 211.1 by NPC Command. Okay, running Shadow. Is that the same build from last time, but we'll have a ring engine? Oh, let's see real quick. Okay, he's running. Okay, yeah, it was kind of drift. Okay, it's literally the same build, just with obviously ring engine instead of hyper. No, it's with ring engines instead of counter drift. He instantly took the off road, so he instantly get off. Obviously, to activate the ring engines plus get rings as well. Obviously, right? Because he took it so fast. He's gonna take this guy here too, or no? He does. Okay, nice. Further extending the ring engine's timer. Look how fast it's depleting. Takes it here. Okay, so in Sonic Speed, we saw it taken on right here on this double turn, but on Super Sonic Speed, we see it taken on the first snow section on lap 2 specifically. Because on Sonic Speed, we saw all 3 laps taken on the double turn. He's gonna take this here? I would assume not. He does. Okay, he does though. Okay, so that's interesting actually. Okay. It's 10, obviously, right? He doesn't take the wide line for the rings, but more the inside line. 10, yep. Gets the super pickup for the ending. Does not go out of his way for that boost. Doesn't need to. Crazy angle. I don't know how he got that, but I need to learn that myself. Yep, takes the boost here. He uses it more late than usual to probably maximize the double stacking he gets when he exits out the shortcut onto the dash rings, and then obviously he just uses a level 3 boost, or is it level 3? Or I think it was level 2. Not too sure, but then obviously extends it to the finish line. Pretty good by NPC Command. Pretty good. Again, instantly using off-road bounty to get rings to activate ring game boost, or hyper ring engines, the hyper ring engines, and then going up from there. Pretty good. Radical Highway. Who's next? By Xponso. Okay. Interesting. Last time it was a 236.6. Wait, 236.5, sorry. With a speed car. That's insane. Just goes to show how poor speed cars are. Like, poor speed car, bro. Poor speed car. He tried his best, bro. He tried his best. He tried his best. Let's see. Wait, what was Xponso's time? It was 233 point something. So almost 3 seconds. Last time it was Dash panel combo bounty, double speed tuner, and ring and boost. It is now ring engine plus starting bounty and dash panel combo bounty. The only build that's different in this entire time trial part. Well, actually, no. There's like two versions. There's like one with off-road bounty, and another one with perfect charge bounty. So this is the, I think this is the third instance because obviously dash panel combo bounty on this map specifically is ridiculous because there's so many dash pads. Goes to the left path instead of the right. That's interesting. Why? I couldn't tell you. Huh. He's not strafing level 2s anymore on Recco Highway. Interesting. 5 barely. I don't know how he got that, but sure. Okay. Standard Recco Highway stuff. Left path again. Is it because of the dash panels is why he goes on the left side? Because the left side has more dash panels than the right side, but the right side has more rings than the left side. I mean, it doesn't have more. It doesn't have more rings if you have dash panel counter bounty. It's 10. Yep. He gets to 10 and then holds the inside line. Why does he go on the right side specifically? Is he more consistent? Left side again. Again, Recco Highway is like, if not the simplest track in the game. That's why I don't like it. And then bada bing, bada boom. I mean, pretty standard stuff on Recco Highway.
Speed personified.
Concerned about, not concerned, but I'm questioning, more so questioning the left side pick. I'm gonna assume it's because of the dash panels. That's it. Like that's like the only thing I can think of. Like, you just take that because of the dash panels. The dash panel stacking. I mean, it probably doesn't. I mean, I guess, right? Why else would you take it? Like, I know there's a bare minimum effect on that loopy-loop section because they don't make you go as fast, but maybe they do. I can't. Remember, we can't see a speedometer, and we don't. Most people don't even play Supersonic Speed online or Supersonic Speed period, so it's hard to know. But again, pretty good by Expanso on Recco Highway. Chao Park is up next. Last time the 1 minute version was a 2 minutes 0.8. It is now 158.2. Wait, what the heck? Alright, first of all, saving a whole second from second place. Second, number 2, they both have round 3 top 10s. That's funny. Alright, by Expanso. Let's see. I'm not sure what he did to save up a whole second from second place, but we will see. Hold on. Okay. Zaz. Zaz. Okay. All right. Sure. I mean, I encourage more different character usage on stuff like these, but you know, we'll see. All right, last time it was counter drift, perfect charge bounty, and level 2. It is now the Chao starter pack version 2. Okay, what just happened? Did you just level 2 on each dash panel? Or am I tweaking? Okay, yeah, use the level 1 to get more speed to launch off the ramp. The tiniest of min-maxing off the ramp. Okay. Pretty standard on Chao Park. Remember, he charges up a drift boost as he goes on the automated ramp. That's something to keep. That's something to note of. Oh, he's gonna do it again. Remember, and when he lands, he gets both the benefits of the trick boost and the drift boost. Same thing. Literally the same thing right there. Same thing right there. Same thing. Perfect landing to. He like went in a diagonal angle when he landed. So he just perfect execution. Yep, sharp line. No one takes the ramp. You know why? Because airtime is bad. Airtime equals bad. Let's just again. Okay. Level 1. Yup. 3. Again, tiny min-max on the level 1 into the jump off the ramp to get that tiny extra burst of speed when he launches off the ramp. Let's see how he uses this part. He uses the boost instantaneously. Jump. Okay, yeah, okay. Uses his boost. Okay. That makes sense. Because jumping obviously is airtime, he uses his boost to compensate for not boosting.
Speed personified.
And then saves his drift boost for when he exits the transformation ring to then not only get his double stack of the boost wisp and the drift boost. And pretty good uses by Swanso. Knows when to use his boost. Knows when he's about to slow down. Pretty good usage. Pretty good. Donpa Factory. Let's see. By Expanso with 149. Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay, first of all, last time it was 152.9. Not only did he shave off a whole 3 seconds, but look at the gap between first and second. Alright, bro. Alright. Like minecart, yep. Makes sense. That's crazy. Just like in Sonic Speed, how would he optimize this? Is bro just the king of Donpa Factory? 2, okay, just early boost. He's gonna go outside for ring. No, he goes inside. Doesn't need to go outside because he has perfect charge bounty probably. He's gonna take the first. Yes, he does. Let's see who takes this. Okay. First lap he goes for the boost. Makes sense. Take the grass cut at the end. See how he does this? Perfect execution. Boost, yep. Does not touch the wall. Barely did. Okay, I can't tell if that's desync. I can't tell. I mean, you probably can because I don't think desync applies. I don't think desync applies to the ring counter. I'm not sure. Okay, notice that part. Okay, swerves to the right. I mean the left. Sorry. And perfect execution. Okay, level 2s are there. Doesn't have a boost this time, but probably doesn't need to. So if you noticed, when he took the off-road cut the second time, he specifically held his level 3 to perfectly time it when he not only exited the off-road, but to also get perfect charge bounty at the same time. He swerves past the, what do you even call that? That washing cleaner? Okay, pretty insane driving. Yeah, goes left, goes right to go left. And uses it early. Again, does the same technique. Okay, well, okay. There's a lot to talk about there.
Speed personified.
He did the same technique twice. Where he held his drift boost and released it when he had a perfect line. So he, instead of releasing it while he's currently drifting and then messing up his like landing, aka like his drop off, he held his drift boost and then perfectly timed it. So when he exits the off-road section and into a decent like, you know, off landing, he then releases a drift boost, which then gives him perfect charge bounty, which then excels in Hyper Ring Engine even more, right? So to the naked eye, you wouldn't see that, but indeed I did see that. That's something to keep note of. Again, perfect execution on the Donpa car section, perfect execution on the pole section, on the like taking a right turn into a crazy left turn, and then dodging the two poles into the dash panel, into the, you know, like, that's crazy. And then perfect execution to dodge the cars. Insane. So again, perfect execution by Expanso. The little things do matter. Next is Aqua Forest. Last time the 1 month version was a 209.6, and we have Metsfan with a 207.4. Minecart and ring engines. Okay, this one's kind of different. Last time it was the speed machine kit, air trick level 2 and air trick bounty, aka boost character kit. Now it's completely different. With keeping air trick bounty, we now have double ring engine, ring game boost, and starting bounty. Okay, interesting. Use boost here. Make it 10. Yup. Okay. Pretty swift driving. Pretty clean. Air trick bounty. On this map, there's a lot of air. Like, you're in the air for a long time. Ooh. Did you notice that? So if you go, okay, the normal angle you land at, you get the drop off at, would not allow you to get an air trick off. So Metsfan, he perfectly went at an angle which he would get an air trick out, which would not only give him a ring, 2 rings. Does he use a boost here? He does. Which would not only give him a 2 rings, but also like give him a little extra boost to get even like a tiny bit more speed. Yeah, he's keeping this 30 to 40 range pretty well. 30, 40 to 50 range pretty well. Did you just do it again? I stopped paying attention. Everything is just happening so fast at the same time. Pretty good. He went right to go left. Pretty good line. Level 2s. He held level 2 and then jumped instead of just level 1ing and jumping. I'm surprised no one takes the ending cut. Maybe it doesn't save as much time as we thought. 8, nice in the 100 to 90 range. Because of lap 3. I don't think, okay, he didn't get the trick that time. I don't think he got the angle quite right that time. And then level 2s again. Okay.
Speed personified.
That ending was kind of off, because if you noticed, he swerved to the left. I know you tried. Like, I know you tried to do. He tried to get another level 2 out, and then obviously like ride home. But in cause of that, he like costed like the straight line he could have got. So maybe if someone were to like do that exact same run, but go straight instead, maybe he would get B in. But again, that is Mesh Fan put on a really crazy like time trial to beat. So again, these tiny bit of optimization is put into good use. I'm surprised we didn't see the off-road on like after the boat section. Not this one, but the second one. That grass part. I'm surprised we don't see that anymore. Huh. Maybe it's not as big of a time save as the part right here. But nonetheless, pretty good by Mets Fan on Aqua Forest. Up next is Eggman Expo. Last time it was the 1 month version was a 219.5. Ooh. Okay. I guess we just decreased that by a whole like 4 seconds. You know, a cool sponsor, cool. You even with sub 216 with 215. Crazy. Running minecart, you know, double ring engine. And starting bounty this time instead of level 2. I would assume he's gonna use his boost on the 2 boxes at the start. Doesn't even go for it, so never mind. My thieves complete. He said, nah, you good. Probably because he has overcharge bounty, so that wouldn't make the most sense. If he does or doesn't do it, he skipped both boost whiffs. Yeah, he can't skip this one because the boxes part at the end of the boat section. Okay, jumps for the 10. Jumps super late. Huh. I guess there it's different because maybe if you jump, you lose more time than you actually save. Huh, okay. Okay, saves doesn't need to boost here. Again, releases his drip before he takes off for the ramp. Level 2, yep. Gets that tiny burst of speed when he saves his drift before he enters a ring transformation portal section. Can he do it again? He does. Maybe he timed it for the jump on the 10 ring part. Very good. Surprised he didn't take the dash trend though. Okay, like that tiny bit extra.
Maximum power.
Level 2, yup. Took that burst of speed. Dude, hyper ring engines are what's the word? They're at work right now. They're overworking right now. Like, it makes sense. Flies through the boxes, and then gets a super pickup into the longest boost of all time into the very end. Again, he used his boost pretty early. Was it early? And then it obviously, since it's the super pickup, it lasts you the entire duration, pretty much that whole like straight away, while being at like pretty much max speed. Level 3 into the dash pad, like that's pretty much max speed with double ring engine. That's crazy. I wonder what speed he was hitting. Like he was no way he was not hitting 250s. No way. Again, but pretty good by Expanso on Eggman Expo. Pretty good. Kronos Island. Last time it was a 216.7. Yeah. It's now 214.2. Okay, interesting. Minecart. You know, okay, first of all, You know, I noticed. I can see that, bro. He's switching through. He switches through his top 10 round 2 and round 3. Like I can see that. I can see it, bro. I can see it. Okay, let's see what is on Kronos. Doesn't go for the rings on the far right. Instead, chooses to go straight and focus on his lines. Probably because he has perfect charge bounty to compensate. Again, the last time build was, let's see, counter drift, perfect charge bounty, and starting bounty. We just completely got rid of that. Except perfect charge. Pretty crazy optimized line on the Squid Road. Okay, good ring path. Okay. Doesn't go on the ramp because airtime equals bad. I mean, will he take... He's gonna go for the outside. He does, he does. He's gonna use it. No, I wouldn't... Yeah. It's probably not that, like, as worth it. I mean, maybe on final lap it is. He doesn't go for the outside box. Okay, tiny bit of optimization on Squid Road again. He's going for this. No. Okay, this is not worth it. You'd rather just be focusing on going at max speed with, like, because of supersonic speed. You guys should be going the fastest you can on the straightaways. Goes for the ram boost. Threes, yep. Okay, takes this cut right here. Okay, pretty solid stuff. Again, the ramp is crucial to min-max your drift gauge. Up 2, and then boost, yep, and then swerve to left because you have a handling car, and boom. Min-max the boost, or the dash panels, with your drift boost into the ending. Pretty solid on Kronos. I mean, Kronos. What do we have to say about Kronos? I'll be honest with you. For me, at least, for me, not much. Again, pretty solid on Kronos Island by Apotos. Again, min-maxing the turns, min-maxing the Squid Road. That's probably the most impressive. The min-max on the Squid Road. Like, he falls off like not. Ooh, there's no way I just said that. There's no way I just said fall off and he actually fell off the map. Let's go to the next track. The next track, please. Up next is Northstar Islands. The last time it was 203.8. Let's see what it is now. Bro, I thought... I don't know what did I thought? I don't know. But it's now 201.3. That's insane. Very close with the top 4. Top 4 is very close, actually. Okay. It's Sonic especially. The minecart makes sense. Double ring engine. Last time it was Silver's car with handling, or the counter drift, level 2, starting bounty, and off-road. Okay, literally the same thing except with ring engine replacing counter drift. Okay. Level 1's there. That's interesting. Yep, makes sense. Just like in Sonic Speed, they instantly use their boost like at the second they can, and they know when the boost will run out. So they can literally maximize off-road bounty to its full potential to help out the double ring engine. I can see the sand cut. Indeed. Okay, that's 1 for 1 on dirt and sand. Yep, strafing on the straightaway with level 2s. Here's here. 2. 2 again. Okay. That's 2 for dirt. You can't. I don't assume they're gonna take dirt third lap because of the boost and see that cut right there at the poles. Yep. Okay. Nope. Okay. Lands on the right side to get the another boost and go on the sand. Okay. That's 2 for 2 for dirt and sand. Now I assume they're not gonna take dirt this time because they literally cannot. So they have to get the boost without dirt. Then go take the pole cut. Ready, watch it, ready, watch it. They didn't go for the 10, that's interesting. They didn't go for the 10. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, do I have to explain that? Bro, the fact that they did it with a car too is insane. Okay, it does 3 for 3 with sand. And then bada bang straight with dash pad. Yeah. Alright, first of all, alright. Let me talk about that. Let me talk about that. So speedrunners have found out this tiny exploit. And I thought it was only possible with extreme gear because extreme gear is very tiny. Obviously, like it's more thin than a car is, so you can like squeeze through the gap and not get touched by the pole. Now, I never seen it with a cart until now. So what he did. So let's talk about Omo Chao. If you are unfamiliar, Omo Chao grants you off-road immunity. Now, that is not just Omo Chao. Rings in general give you off-road immunity. That's why Omo Chao works the way he does, because rings give you off-road immunity. So what the strat is, because the 10 ring is so close to the dirt, and the dirt, it doesn't last for too long, you have enough window to go off-road the second you collect that 10 ring. You have to also make sure you cannot touch the poles, otherwise obviously you'll stop in place and then fall in the hole in the pit. So, and I'm telling you right now, that cut requires insane amount of practice. It is so easy to mess that up. It is so easy. I mean, listen for me. I mean, honestly, he found a strat to do it consistently. Then props, even better for him. But for me, at least, it is so, and for like the average player, it is so easy to mess up. So the fact that we see it in these time trials, the crazy optimization, because from him doing that, he saved his boost and took sand cut. So that's insane. Because we didn't see that in Sonic Speed time trials. That's insane. That's some next level optimization. I think this track is pretty optimized. Like how do you top that? Genuinely, how do you top that? You can't go for super pickup because it's out of your reach. So he took dirt cut twice, sand cut 3 times. Insane run. Let's check out the next one. Now up next is White Space. I'm baffled from that Northstar Island run by Exponso. Let's see. The last time it was 159.5. 4 seconds, huh? All right. 4 seconds. My cart, okay. The last build was Counter Drift, Level 2, and Perfect Charge Bounty. Dude, that Northstar Island's just... Alright, bro. Alright. Northstar Islands. Let's see. Permacharge bounty to negate the outside rings. So yeah, exactly. See, instead of going outside, that just sounds weird out of context. Instead of going the outside lines for the rings, he uses Permacharge bounty to negate going out the outside lines. Okay, he jumps and then uses a boost. Probably to like, you know why? Probably to get even more boost time when he lands, and then it'll last even longer when he exits the goo. Did he take? Wait, I wasn't paying attention. Did he take the second goo cut? Like on the road? No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Because there's only 3 boosts on the first and second lap. There's only 3, so he didn't. Okay, pretty good line. Barely scraping the part of the goo. Does not go for this. Yep, it's too outside. Too outside. He will go for this one. Yeah. That makes the most sense because it's not out of your reach, nor does it like sacrifice anything. So it's why not go for it? Why not get the extra speed? Because the super pickup is right here. Yup. Makes sense. Uses it super early because he can. Aligns himself to take the inside line on the final space colony section, and then boom. Pretty standard stuff. He releases drift boost before getting off the ramp, so he can charge out of another one, and then he can use it towards the end. Pretty good optimization by Swanso. I'm surprised we didn't see the lap 1 and 2 on the final road goo part. We didn't see. No, he didn't like grab a boost and go on there. Again, it was too out of reach, which makes sense. Maybe obviously he tried that and it just didn't. It wasn't worth it. So again, pretty good by Swanso on White Space. Let's check out the next one. All right, coming to Wave DLC number 1. We go into Minecraft World. Last time it was 214.7. It is now 212.8. Okay, pretty good. Okay, Damien and Key being the only 2 with sub 213 with 212s. Pretty good. Let's see. This music, bro. This Minecraft and a Sonic game is crazy. Let's see. Last time they were running the Drift Charge Kit, level 2 starting bounty, and air tree bounty. I would assume it's the same thing. Yes, same thing, just with wing engine now. Okay. Pretty smooth lines. Yep, swerve to the right. Doesn't need a snap drift. Okay. Keeps a majority straight line. I guess rings on this map aren't that big of a deal to go out of your way for, because we clearly see he's not taking inside like as much inside lines as he could be, because well, obviously he needs boost here, yep, because obviously he needs rings for hyper ring engines to function at his full potential. Okay, inside line there, inside line here. Gets the boost up for the cut coming up on their lap. Dodge the fire. Gets the boost for this part. No, okay, never mind. Straight level 2s here. Again, Minecraft is pretty simple in terms of like track design. Okay, he's gonna use his boost here. Remember, when you use a boost, you get you get web immunity. If that wasn't already obvious. Okay, use the boost to get another boost here, because obviously the boost on the off-road on the final jump after the final jump. Sorry. Okay, I guess we're just swapping boost boxes for fun. Yep, and then use the boost here. Makes sense. Bada bing, bada bang. Again, just like we saw in Sonic Speed, they swerve to the right side dash pad into the left side dash pad to just get that tiny min maximization. Pretty good by Damien on Minecraft. Pretty optimized track, as we can see, because Minecraft is a pretty simple. I mean, besides obviously like the tiny min maximization of your lines, pretty simple track. Further forth, pretty good by Damien. Let's check out the next one. Coming into new territory, we have Bikini Bottom. I can't read that. I can't tell if that's Chinese letters or Japanese letters. I'm not gonna assume, but they have a 154.8. So that's kind of insane. Okay. That's a weird build combination. That is. Hold on. Is that Pac-Man's front, Silver's back, and Moto Bug wheels? Yeah, I'm not tripping, right? Moto Bug wheels. Moto Bug wheels on Shadow. Moto Bug wheels. Usually we see Ancient Throne wheels, or Amy wheels, or obviously Minecart. But I guess we see these are new wheels. Okay, yep, take this cut perfectly. It's a very straight line, so maximizes, doesn't risk anything in terms of like doing anything fancy with drifts and stuff. It swerves to the right to get the wisp box, but doesn't take the cut. Okay, we'll use it right here on the beginning. Indeed. Okay, you notice how they get that tiny hop and then they use the boost? Pretty interesting actually. Do this perfect jump, only one bounce. These boost here? No, okay. Pretty solid jump. Pretty crazy lines on that section. I'm pretty sure you don't need a boost on that section if your lines are pretty good, because I guess you're going the same speed as a boost would if you just take your lines pretty good, just like how this player did. Okay, solid stuff. You take the inside line right here. Yup. Don't even risk anything silly. And then level 2 towards the finish line. Pretty good.
Speed personified.
Pretty good. The only one with 154. Moto Bug wheels. Okay. Alright. Also coming to new territory, we have the Pac-Man Village / maze. I call this the Pac-Man map. Huh. Clyde. Wait, let's see. Okay, only Cronies and Key being the only one with 212. Okay. Let me see. Okay. running minecart with Clyde. This is the second instance of Sonic Speed and Supersonic Speed where we're seeing double Pac-Man Ghost on Pac-Man World Records as number 1. Okay. Using Perfect Charge Bounty in level 2 with Ring Engines. Looking for the 20. Probably they don't need to because they have. Okay, perfectly timing a level 2 as they exit the or enter the Pac-Man maze. Bro, I've never seen Pac-Man so close. I've never seen that so close, bro. Yeah, geez, just here makes sense. Okay, I mean I've never played this track on Supersonic Speed, so that is something I've never seen before. That's well, bro. Okay. That's a super early boost usage, but like it's enough because boost lasts that long, and it takes him across the cut. Perfect timing on the execution when entering the portal to get that 6 boost and level 2 out at the same time. Did I say 6 boosts and then 6 rings? Dude. I'm so focused on looking at Pac-Man, I should be looking at his lines rather than looking at Pac-Man. Because his lines are really good. Because if you're that close to Pac-Man, that must mean your lines are really good. That means your lines are really good. Dash pad, makes sense. Okay, bro. First of all, because you're given off-road immunity when you're on a blue dash pad, I mean, well, actually, you're not with both, but like longer immunity. He used that on Supersonic Speed. He can use that to inevitably pass the off-road cut, which is pretty good usage. I wish you could do it on Sonic Speed, but you just can't because you're going too slow. And bada bing, yeah. Bada bing, bada bam at the ending. Crazy. I wish you could do the dash panel part on Sonic Speed. So yeah, this being track number 42 with DLC wave number 1. Pretty insane stuff. Double pack, dude. Oh, double Pac-Man Ghost. Double Pac-Man Ghost on double world record number 1. That's insane, bro. That's insane. Pretty good by Kronos nonetheless. Pretty good. All right, next up is Sky Road. The 1 month mark. We move on to the Crossroads, and the 1 month mark was what? Let's see. 149.1 is now 147.5. Interesting. By Umbria. Okay. Huh, that's interesting actually. Starting bounty? Dash panel bounty level 2 and double ring engine. With Silver's car, was it? Silver's car? If they drift, I'll see it. Not in here. I think it's Silver's car. Interesting. Because the last build was a speed car with speed machine kit, level 2 dash panel, and starting bounty. Our speed car is just that trash? Okay, nice swerves to the right side in the air. Hold on. Okay, nice. We still have another instance of the Sky Road cut, which I still can't do. I still can't do that. 10 for the middle. It's crazy. Ooh, crazy turn with the handling car. Crazy how speed is just that trash. Nice, goes for the 5. Obviously, to maximize Hyper Ring Engine's potential. It does the cut again, pretty smoothly. Pretty good execution. Yup. Skyroad is pretty simple in terms of track layout. This is a super pickup. I assume they're gonna use it at the end. No, they use it here. Okay, that's what caught me off guard. Level 3, yup. They always have the balloon path because first of all they're driving straight. Second, they don't have to get a drift boost. Oh, hold on. Because for starters, they're not running any drift gadgets, and because Ring Engine will probably not charge a level 3 in time, they take the balloon path to get a level 3 checkout to then obviously get a level 3 boost, I think, when they land. So pretty good by Umbra on Sky Road. How do they save? Bro, is Speed Car that trash compared to like Ring Engine, double Ring Engine? Insane, bro, insane. Next is Roulette Road. The 1 month version was 145 on the dot. It is now Holy Sonic. Holy Sonic. I've never seen so much Sonics. It was what, 145 on the dot? It is now 142.8. The only two with 140. Wait, no, the only 3 with 142s. Oh, 140. Okay. Sponso with 142.8. On Sonic with Silver's car, Hyper Ring Engine, and starting Bounty with Ring Game Boost. Interesting. Because last time it was, let's see. It was same build, but instead of the bottom row, it was double handling tuner and speed tuner #1. Interesting. So we just completely ditched the tuners for Hyper Ring Engine, which in theory the ring engines are just better tuners. Like, duh, right? Like, why would you run the tuners when you had a ring engine? Okay, go left to go right. Okay, makes sense. Also, if you didn't know, compared to Sonic, Blaze, and Shadow and Blaze have the same stats, while Sonic has slightly more handling and power than Shadow and Blaze do. But Shadow and Blaze have a better boost stat than Sonic does. So I guess in this instance we're more so going for the handling stat because of these turns. Yeah, it makes the most sense. Speed plus the handling. Okay, it does not use the boost here, but uses it here to compensate for a lack of boost time. Makes sense. Usually we would see on the checker section, but no, it's not. Let's do this turn here. Yep, turn left to go right. Or no, turn right to go left, then turn left to go right. Yeah. And then boom. Straight line. Pretty solid.
Fastest thing alive. Woo!
The fact that Ring Game Boost only took effect near the endings of the lap, which probably helped out in the long run because no. If you think about it, Ring Game Boost helped out everywhere but the start. So of the start of the lap, because at the start of the lap they're on the rings. So after the checkerboard section is when Ring Game Boost comes into effect. Then the rings start like go on the straight pathways, obviously giving the value that it gives. Again, pretty good by Sponso on Roulette Road, showing why Sonic on this map is pretty good. The combination of speed, handling, and a little bit of boost compared to like someone like Espio or Knights, because they don't have as much speed and I don't think as much boost. but I'm not sure. But the speed definitely helps a lot in the end with Sonic. Pretty good, but pretty good. Back sponsor, pretty good. Up next is Kraken Bay. The last time it was 205.4. It is now 203.8. Okay, 5-month difference isn't too bad. Huh. I just need a moment of silence for this speed car we are seeing in our graceful presence. It was Speed Machine Kit and Boost Character Kit last time. It is now Boost Character Kit and both ring engines, which makes sense, right? Because there's so much airtime in the stage, you might as well max that out with the Boost Character Kit, which obviously if you isn't paying attention, look at the value it gives. I saw that. I saw what he tried to do. So the first dash pad, he barely touched it so he wouldn't get touched by the tentacle. And then he tried doing that for the second one, but I don't think he quite reached it in time. Or like quite reached, like, scraped its surface. Crazy launches from the waves. How's he doing that? Like, I think he's timing his jump as he's about to exit the wave. So like he gets that gigantic launch. Okay, nice jump. Level 2 out. Level 2. Crazy how like this he's not even doing, like, he is literally just going straight and letting the boost do it for him, like the trick boost and the dash rings. Like, look, level 2, go straight, level 2, level 1, level 2, 3, sorry, because it was an extra level 2, 2, 3, 2, jump. Okay, no, he doesn't jump, but goes on the dash boost instead. Okay. 3. What's sorry? Crazy dog. That's crazy. Speed personified. I guess going just literally hammering straight on this map helps out the most. I guess it does. I guess it just does. Because you're not doing much on this map, so you might as well just compensate that with going straight. And I guess the speed car, this is Blaze's car. This is Blaze's car, by the way. Just completely maximizes its potential. So pretty good on Kraken Bay. Pretty good. Golden Temple is next. The last time it was a 202.4. It is now we're almost reaching sub 2 minute with, okay. We're almost there, bro. We're almost there. By Umbria on Silver's vehicle as Blaze. The last time it was a speed car. Poor speed car, bro. Poor speed car. It was Speed Machine Kit, starting bouncy, and ring game boost level 2. Let's see what it is now. I assume it's ring engine. Yeah, ring engine. Okay, same thing, but just with ring engine instead of speed character kit. Which honestly makes sense. Honestly, it makes sense. No speed card though. Quite interesting. Maybe the handling car is better for getting boost out, because obviously the handling car does have a better boost stat than a speed car does. Yeah, it is. It is faster to not jump on the SWAT section. It is faster. You didn't already know that. Gets the 20. Okay. So it doesn't judge a level 3, but instead gets the 20 instead. They use the boost whip. I probably assume I know where they're gonna use it. They're gonna use it on the end of the water section. I assume so. Let's see. Remember, they have double ring game boost, like ring game boost level 2. So like they're going even faster than normal when they grab the rings. So there are a lot of rings in the way of the normal route. So you might as well just put on a ring game boost to get even more speed than usual. Okay, they didn't use the boost where I expected they didn't use it. Here? No. Here. No. When? Here. Makes sense. I can't even lie, because like the lack of boost uptime, you might as well use the boost to compensate for that uptime or downtime. Sorry. Yeah, don't make sense. Do not jump here. It's just 10 times faster. They use it here though. Why they jumped? Interesting ending.
Perfect.
Damn, in 5 months we see a 2-second time save because of Ring Engine. Ring Engine is so ridiculous, bro. I'm gonna be surprised what we see during the year version if we do end up seeing the insane time save. But pretty good nonetheless. Pretty solid. I will be there when we see the sub 2 minute. I will be there, trust. I will be there. Up next is Magma Planet. The 1 month version was a 159.6. It is now 157.8. The only one with 157 is Umbria. Okay. Dash panel common bounty on Sora's vehicle with Blaze. What else? The build last time was what? Double speed tuner, dash panel common bounty, starting bounty, and okay, same build. Just replaces the speed tuners, double speed tuner. What the heck, bro? What? Yeah, we're just casually getting 20 rings. Is it okay? Alright, bro. Alright. So just replace the speed tuners and starting bounty with obviously double ring engine. Have we seen ring engine this entire run so far? Okay, makes sense. Go in the middle to maximize the ring potential and ring gain. To be at 100 rings, because obviously Hyper Ring Engine is a perk you want to maximize in the 90 to 100 range. Same with speed as well. Okay, still goes in the middle. I'm surprised we're not seeing the optimization we saw on Sonic Speed Time Trials with the crazy, I don't know what you would call it, in that like clip in the floor. Does not need boost at all. I assume they're gonna go for the super pickup in the middle to compensate for the boost downtime when they exit. Okay, they do the boost downtime when they exit the fly section. Indeed, yep, I was right. Level 1. Okay, maybe it doesn't matter because they just ride on home the entire duration of that super pickup. Pretty good. Pretty good on Magma Planet. How much time save? Nearly 2 seconds? It's crazy. That ring engine is a problem. Holy ring engine, bro. Holy ring engine. But pretty good. Let's check out the next one. Hidden World. The 1 month version was a 159.4. Okay, shaving off like what, a second and a half? Crazy. By Umbria again. Minecart. Last time it was a speed car, unfortunately. Oh no, speed car, you're fading. Speed car. Speaker is fading. Speaker, you're fading. Yeah. Unfortunate turn of events. So I assume they replaced. Yeah, it was double speed tuner. And ring game was level 2. Now it's ring game boost level 1. And obviously ring engines. Same build. I wish you could see the speedometer on the bottom right, but you just can't for some reason. If it will squeeze in the middle part for the 10. Interesting. Yep, min-max the dash panels. Makes sense. Okay, compensates for not having to drift with the boost on the straightaway. Okay. Dude, it seems like they're charting to drift so fast because of ring engines. It's actually insane. Ring engine is so ridiculous, dude, in every way possible. Like, I know it looked ridiculous on like launch or like on like the teasers, but dang. Okay, does it again. The same strategy from the first lap. Gets the super pickup. I wonder what the strategy is gonna be for this. Is it like the same lap as 3 times, like the way they perform it? Yep, go into the ramp again. Goes left this time. Goes left this time for the boost. You'll obviously take the dash panels no matter what. Stack it. I saw that. Okay. Instantly land into boost. Longest duration. And then instantly use the boost whip again. And then boom. Crazy. Remember, they were always in the 100 to 90 ring range. So that means hyper ring engine is at its fullest potential. So min-maxing these tight turns, min-maxing these lines in the air section and min-maxing the straightaway at the end with the boost is pretty good by Umbria. Pretty good. Pretty solid on Hidden Road. Steampunk City. The 1 month version was 201. We definitely, we crushed that, yeah. Makes sense. By Umbria, again. Okay. With 158.3. Same build from Hidden World. Yeah, same build from Hidden World. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. The thing they did ditch was dash panel combo bounty and double speed tuner for obviously ring engine. Ring engine and dash panel mini bounty. Okay. Obviously ring game boost is gonna come in insane, bro. Ring game boost plus double ring engine. Like, you can just imagine the speed. You can just imagine the speed that they're going. It has double boost. Has double boost in pocket. Uses it here to compensate for lack of level 3 at before the flying section. I guess the middle, nice. Okay, it aligns perfectly with the railing. I don't even know what do you even call that part? Goes in the middle for the dash panel bounty into ring game boost. Go 2. Double stack. Ring game boost, dude. Boost here. Okay, does the same thing on lap 1. Very nice. Again, since they do not charge a level 3 on purpose, they use that boost to compensate for lack of boost uptime. He gets a super pickup in the middle. Boom. Goes straight that time. Doesn't drift at all. But you can just imagine how fast he's going. Boost here, yup. Okay. Bada bing, bada bam. Again, the before flight section, they were min-maxing the how do we call it, like as straight as you can go on those tiny curves, so you can compensate for the straight lining into transformation into instant boost usage, compensating for lack of burst speed that they got when they were driving straight. So pretty good by Umbria on Steampunk City. Pretty good. Dragon Road is up next. The 1 month version was 217.8. Huh. By 215.5, that's a whole what, 2 second plus difference from 5 months by just Kibby. I'm gonna say Kibby. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. With Knights. Crazy, because I was clowning Knights, or I wasn't clowning Knights, but I was like saying how Knights wasn't the greatest pick. But crazy, Knights on a world record, huh? Okay. Oh, I didn't look at the vehicle. I think it was a silver vehicle. So the last month, the 1 month build was double handling tuner, level 2, starting bounty, air trick level 1, and air trick bounty. We completely ditched that, and now we're on the boost character kit with double ring engine. On Knights? Interesting. It seems like Knights is their favorite character because they did have the Knights nameplate as well. It's so cool. Crazy swerve. No Snapchat though. Maybe it's slower? Who knows? Obviously you do that to compensate for rings are in the way. There are a lot of trick moments on this map, being obviously that gigantic ramp, automatic ramp, and the water section. How many jumps you are getting out at once. You have launch off the ramp. Okay. Jumps over the either jumped over the fire or like passed it in time, or both. Swerve up, insane swerve. Kind of an outside line, but maybe that could have been fixed with a snap shift. I don't know. I'm not too sure. Maybe you could have braked a little bit. Desync is crazy because I know I already know they're tricking, but it just doesn't show it. Nice line. Don't go for the super pickup. It's too out of reach. Okay. They launch off the ramp to not only get the level 3, but also get as much rings as possible as well. Swerve. Again, a little too wide at the end, but I guess it's okay. Bada bing, bada bam. 215.5. Saving 2 seconds from literally half a year ago. Crazy. Knights. We love to see the different character choices in these time trials. We'd love to see it. Love to see it. Good job. Good job by Kibby. I think Kibby? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Let's check out the next one. Holoska is up next. The 1 month version was 204.3. Let's see. 201. We're slowly but surely closing in on the sub 2 minute mark. Now is that gonna happen? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I'm not too sure. By Neon Arrow. Hold on a second. The Walking Junior with a silver racer nameplate. That's funny. They're very close in records too. They're both 201 as well. The Walking Junior with Sonic on Silver's vehicle. Last time it was Shadow on a speed car, and then now we're gone. We did a speed car because speed cars are trash apparently. With the handling car on double ring engine on the boost character kit. Last time it was with a speed machine kit as well. So now it's just obviously the speed machine kit. Okay. Got 3, yup. Yeah, you can definitely see. Oh, you saw they collected both the 10 and the 5. That's actually crazy. That's actually insane, actually. A tiny min-maxing with level 2 at the very end. Okay, yeah, you can definitely see why they picked boost character kit for this one. There is a lot of instances of being in the air. Even though, yeah, even these tiny moments when you're like just hopping from like a tiny like slope. It's crazy. And hopping, yep, here, like just like right now. Just constantly chaining level 2s, constantly getting your rings back from Air Trick Bounty from the boost character kit. Because remember, the boost character kit has Air Trick Bounty and Air Trick level 2 in it. Obviously with a boost tuner if you are a boost character as well. I mean, look at this. Plus you have both ring engines, so your stats go up by 10-fold. Pretty standard stuff for level 2, yep. Just barely get that trick off. Dude. Missions that you see how they're hopping over the first couple of waves? Because I think maybe the waves slow you down in the significance rather than jumping. Jumping is probably better than taking the waves, probably. I would assume so if they're dodging it. Level 2, air trick, boom. Pretty solid. Pretty solid stuff by the Neon Era. Pretty good, pretty good. Holoska is a pretty self-explanatory track. I'm not sure if we'll ever see sub 2 minute. I probably wouldn't expect it. Yeah, I probably wouldn't expect it. Again, they didn't take the plane route, which is faster. I'm not sure if it's faster on supersonic speed compared to like that strat right there, but nonetheless, pretty good run nonetheless. Galactic Parade. The 1 month version was a 209.8. It is now 206.9. Wow, that's crazy. Barely scraping off 207. That's insane. Insane, actually. I'm gonna pronounce this wrong. Azelfly? Azelfly? Why is it like Splatoon music? Running Sonic on the minecart. Interesting. Why Sonic? That's interesting. Why Sonic? Because there's not much turns on this map. I mean, obviously it could be Sonic's their favorite character, right? That would make sense. That would make sense. Holy desync, bro. Oh, it's not that bad of a desync. So they're running Dash Pedal Common Bounty, both ring engines and Sonic Master. Literally, it's the same build last time because last time it was Speed Machine Kit. Now it's obviously double ring engine instead. Squeezing level 3 there. I saw that. Level 2. Holy desync, bro. Okay. Not tricking there. Not tricking on the transformation ring on purpose? Question mark. Okay, there we go. I guess the game just decided to go back to normal for some reason. You can tell they're trying to min-max their level 3 drift as much as possible with these lines. He uses the boost here. Doesn't go for the boost on the bottom right side. Yep. Get the boost here. Doesn't go for the super pickup because it's too out of reach. Sharp line, yup. Okay. Goes to the other boost. I wonder where they use both of these actually. Probably on the flying section? Or maybe one in here. Yeah, okay, yeah. That was like my second guess. That was my second guess. Like, use it here to like... Oh, use it here! That's interesting, and not like towards the end. They still level 3? Yeah, okay. But no, they don't! Oh, they just don't. I thought they were gonna save a level 3 for when you exit out the portal. I guess not. I guess like it's just too short to even bother saving a level 3 for it. A level 1 was perfectly good enough. So pretty good. Pretty solid on Galactic Parade. Again, like, the ring engine is ridiculous. Ring engine is ridiculous. Ring engine is ridiculous. Ring engine is ridiculous. Dinosaur Jungle is next. The 1 month record was a 157.2, and boom. By wow, like 2.5 seconds, the record has been broken by UB with a sub 155. Pretty good. That's okay. That's crazy. That's good. That's crazy good. That's crazy good. Huh? Is that normal? The blue star with Sonic. Huh. Last time it was a handling car with air trick level 2, air trick bounty, ring game boost, and starting bounty. Keeping the starting bounty and air trick bounty, we replaced it. We replaced air trick level 2 for ring game boost and double ring tuner, or double ring engine. Sorry. And obviously, ring game boost level 2 is not a ring game boost level 1 instead. Okay, interesting. Did you see that? They landed perfectly inside the off-road and then used the boost so the boost can last the entire duration up until the plant cut. I don't like, what do you even call that thing? Is it a plant? I don't know what that is. Okay, nice outside line to avoid the dinosaur. Going straight, like not drifting at all. And do it again. Indeed does. You saw how they I can see they're trying to do the NISC. They perfectly execute a jump to go towards the off-road, if that makes any sense. So like they'll probably do it again. And I'm going to show it, explain it better. They angle a jump to touch the off-road so the boost lasts the perfect amount of duration. They'll probably do it again. Okay, next use the boost there to negate boost downtime. Look, touch the off-road, boom. Okay, they successfully do the NISC on the third lap. Pretty good. And then bada bing, bada bam. Dude, that NISC is fastest thing alive. Woo! Starting to become more and more consistent as we go in these sound trials, because we saw in these Sonic Speed Time trials it was super consistent, or at least it looked that way. I'm not sure how to do it consistently, but the fact that they can do it in the consistent way that they can is super insane. So pretty good by UB on Dinosaur Jungle with sub 155 with 154. It's crazy how that long straightaway with the dinosaur section, you just get away with it. Like I'm shocked. I'm genuinely shocked, but pretty good. Now let's check out the next one. Sweet Mountain. The 1 month version was a 142.8. Huh. That's interesting. So 142.8, almost shaving off by a full 2 seconds. Huh. Number 1 and number 2 are almost a whole second apart by the Patty Mac 002. Using once again the what's the name? The Tri-Fan? I think it's the Tri-Fan. I think it's it's you unlock it in race part. I could be wrong. I think you just buy it. Yeah, I think you just buy it. I think. Be sure. So the build from the first month was Air Trick level 2, Air Trick Bounty, Starting Bounty, and Ring Game Boost level 2. Obviously, we ditched the Ring Game Boost level 2 for level 1, and obviously we ditched. Oh, we ditched both Bounty. Okay, bro. So we did Bounty and Air Trick level 2 for both ring engines, and now we put Offer Bounty on. Interesting. But you see how they utilize Offer Bounty at the green section? What do you even call that section? Yep. Make sure you do not press anything here, because when you let go of acceleration, your handling turns up by 1,000 for some reason, and then you can just take that sharp turn pretty smoothly, like how they did in this time trial. Get to the green section again because it's faster. They took the green section the first time, obviously for Offer Bounty to give Hyper Ring Engine its maximum potential. So right now they're sitting at the 90 to 100 range, which is pretty good. Again, sharp turn. Let go of accelerate. Let go of accelerate when you do that turn. Okay, super pickup makes sense. And then they get on the cut upcoming early. Yep, makes sense. Up and down. They went up and down. Hold on. You notice they went up and down instead of left and right?
I was so fast.
They went up and down instead of left and right. Interesting. Up and down instead of left and right. Huh. I'm not sure. Maybe that's some secret optimization. Maybe second place used a different strategy than first place did, and he just happened to have the better strategy for pulling this record out. Not sure, but pretty good regardless, because that's insane. Saving a whole second from second place nearly is insane. Maximizing the Offer Bounty with Ring Engine is insane, and that's pretty good, pretty solid. Pretty good on Sweet Mountain, pretty good. As we come into track number 40 with White Cave. Let's see. 154.6. Before White Cave was 155.3. By Wooder. I haven't seen Wooder in a hot minute. Running a speed car. Okay. Tough. Flexing their top 100 round 3 plates. Shadow on Blaze's vehicle. Just like last time, actually. Just like last time. The last time was Shadow on Blaze's vehicle. And we shaved up like what? A second and a half, I think? Running boost character kit and double ring engine. Before it was double speed tuner and starting bounty. Obviously ring engine is just too good not to run, as we've seen literally the entire video. Okay, yep, takes cut pretty smoothly. White Cave being a very straightforward track, like quite literally word for word, bar for bar. Again, a lot of air sections, a lot of air time in this track, so min-maxing how much tricks you can get in each spawn of time with Air Trick Bounty, aka Boost Character Kit, is pretty good. Surprised they don't go for the 20. Okay. Didn't take the ring path either. Yep. Clearly, smoothly does that cut. Perfect execution. Barely getting these level 1s out because of Air Trick Bounty. Air Trick Bounty allows you to... Air Trick... No, not Air Trick Bounty. Air Trick level 2 allows you to get these small, like, bumps in the road. And it gives you a little bit of trick. I'm surprised you didn't get the super pickup. Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't get the super pickup. 3 up. And then just ride on home from here. Again, these tiny bumps he's getting are definitely 1000% on purpose to tiny min-max the boost he can get without losing too much speed. So
Speed personified.
let me explain that. Let me explain that more. He doesn't go too high because of airtime, and doesn't go too low to not get it. So he gets the perfect amount to stay on course, keep his speed, and gets a level 1 trick out. That is perfect optimization from Wooter. I mean, pretty solid on White Cave. Pretty solid. Let's check out the next one. Number 41 on Cyberspace. Almost said White Space, bro. By Umbria again with 207.9. The 1 month version was a what? Let's see. Oops, I pressed the wrong button. Silver on the boost character kits. Okay. Interesting. 209.9 with before it was a speed car. And now it's a handling car again. Man, who cares about speed cars? No, I'm kidding. Okay, I'm kidding. Metal Sonic as well. Before it was this, okay, boost character kit again with double speed tuner and starting bounty. Obviously, we got rid of the double speed tuner and starting bounty. Sharp turn here. Take the off-road. Go for rings. Yup. Okay, they got the 20 and the 10. What? Get the 10 in the middle. Nice. Swerve right turn because of a handling car. You can see how strong ring engine is. Okay, solid first lap. Didn't do anything fancy on the truck part to just hold forward and just let the dash panels do the job for him. Has 2 boosts. I don't know where they got that from. I was not paying attention. Goes out of the way for the 3rd boost though, on the right side. Level 3. Oh no, level 2 air trick. Okay. Yeah, I forgot. They got a boost here. I forgot. Okay, yep. I'm doing fancy. Okay, uses the boost here to compensate for lack of boost downtime or uptime. Still, in my opinion, one of the best lap 3 CrossWorlds song in my opinion. Use the boost on the cut here. Is bouncing with the super pickup. Ready? Yep, super pickup. Switch to the right. And then as you right here. Okay, a little later than I thought. Okay. That's the entire duration towards the end. Yeah. So they min-maxed the King boost to last the entire duration towards the finish line, which is solid. No complaints there. And pretty solid run. Cyberspace not being a too technical track. Besides, obviously, you just don't mess up towards the truck part. And then you just ride on home. Pretty good. Number 42, ending it with Digital Circuit. Let us see. Last time it was a... Wow, hold up. Wait. Last time it was a 202.7. We have reached, in the half of a year, we reached the sub 2 minute mark. 159.9 is crazy. On silver. Silver with a world record. Insanity, bro. Insanity. On minecart. We're in the, what do we call it? The Time Trial Starter Pack version 2. Last time's build, it was a speed car with double speed tuner, starting bounty, and boost character kit. Now it's like completely different. Now it's completely different. Sub 2 minute already. It's insane. Crazy turn. Those are the 20. Okay. Uses the boost to compensate for lack of boost time or boost up time. Gets the 10. Okay, goes to the ring path instead. Probably to min max. Obviously, get what's it called? Hyper ring engine to its fullest potential instantaneously. Makes sense. Standard stuff here. Standard driving. I forgot they have perfect charge bounty. I forgot about that. Like they reached 100 rings so fast. I forgot how they did it. Remember, 100. Like I said earlier, like we said earlier about the post tracks, like Clef of Mall, etc., etc. Digital Circuit, I think, struggles on the early part. Not this part. This part is the strongest part for rings, but the early part might where it lags in terms of rings in the first. Like look at the beginning of the lap. Look at the beginning. Like usually this is a 5, and you have to sacrifice your lines to get the rings. So this is why perfect charge bounty comes in handy. Lift shot line there. Do we see another instance of a boost usage? I don't think so, right? Did we? No, we didn't. I don't think. Still goes the ring. Still goes for the ring path, probably because it's an inside line rather than the outside line for the dash panel path. Something to keep note of. And then bada bing, bada bam, dash panel stacking into the end. Crazy sub 2 minute.
No time like the present.
Crazy. Barely just min-maxing every single thing to barely get sub 2. That's insane. Pretty crazy. Insane. Excellent work on Digital Circuit. Pretty good. Pretty good. And that has been all 42 tracks of half a year into the game's lifespan. Once again, shout out to all time trialers, not just the ones we saw today, not just the numbers we saw today. Obviously, we saw the best of the best that we saw. Shout out to all time trialers. Props to you for getting on the leaderboard and sticking to it even in 6 months in. Did we see Hyper Ring Engine every single build? I think we did, right? Compared to the Sonic Speed version where we didn't see every single time trial, but majority. We saw the common instance of handling cars dominating the super. I mean, obviously, right? Like that makes the most sense because you're going you're going the fastest speed, so you need to control it with handling cars as well. Thank you for the constant support on these time trial videos. Once again, these take. I could not tell you how long these take to make. I couldn't tell you. I think that's all I have to say. We will be back for the 1-year version when every DLC track comes out. Mega Man is coming out pretty soon at the time of recording this, and we can't wait to experience that for ourselves. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think. I think that's all I have to say. Any last words do I have to say? All 42? No. I think that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Again, shout out to everybody. Amazing work. Amazing. Outstanding.